Well, someone who braved the winter weather, the President Joe Biden, took the stage for a 75-minute town hall in Wisconsin last night. The discussion focused primarily on the administration's COVID-19 response, with the president saying every American looking to receive a coronavirus vaccine will be able to get one by the end of July. Debra Alfarone is joining us now from Washington this morning with more on this. Good morning, Debra.
Good morning, Anne-Marie. And President Biden also talked about the need to get children back into school, specifically children in the grades kindergarten through 8. He also wants for teachers and support staff to be moved up on the priority list to get the vaccine.
In his first public trip since taking office, President Biden answered questions from residents in the swing state of Wisconsin and offered hope to all Americans wondering when they might be able to get a COVID-19 vaccine.
By the end of July, we'll have over 600 million doses, enough to vaccinate every single American.
The president says he expects the nation will be much better off by September, and he clarified comments his administration has made about getting the majority of kindergarten through 8th grade students back to school before the end of April.
The goal will be 5 days a week.
During the 75-minute town hall, Mr. Biden also sought to reassure an 8-year-old girl worried about catching coronavirus.
But don't be scared, honey. Don't be scared. You're going to be fine.
President Biden also made a pitch for his nearly $2 trillion coronavirus relief package. Congressional Republicans say it's too pricey. The House is scheduled to vote on the measure next week.
Governors across the nation continue to sound the alarm about vaccine supply, and the Biden administration has warned treacherous winter weather will likely delay vaccine shipments and deliveries. It all adds up to more roadblocks for Americans who desperately want to be vaccinated.
I have signed up at every website that you could possibly sign up at. My husband and I are both high risk.
FEMA has teamed up with California officials to open new vaccination sites in Los Angeles and Oakland. The agency has also announced plans to open new sites in New York City, as well as Houston, Arlington, and Dallas, Texas.
Not only are there delays in people getting the vaccines because you can't get to appointments and people who are giving those vaccines can't get there either, but now there are delays with the vaccine actually being produced and distributed. This winter storm upending life for so many people, Anne-Marie.
So true. Debra, you mentioned this nearly $2 trillion relief package and that it's going to be voted on next week by Congress. What's the state of play with that? And what about this, $15 minimum wage component? Is that going to still be included, or will that be a fight for another day?
Yeah, that's the tricky one. So here's where it stands. Let's go through this. The House Budget Committee they're putting together the final bill. That's going to be this week. Again, like we were saying, the vote will be next week. But a lot of what is in there, or what's going to be in there, is stuff that Joe Biden had asked for. So we're talking about the stimulus checks, $1,400 a piece, the salary cap to get one being $75,000 a year, extension of 2 key unemployment programs, and then also instead of $300 per week, $400 per week. That's that federal additional unemployment. There's money for food stamps, there's money for schools, there's money for education, all of this. Okay, that goes to the Senate next week. Let's get to that $15 minimum wage. And again, it's not like today you would get that $15, it's by 2025. Yeah, they have the votes, you would think, but they really don't, because there are 2 key senators who may not want to go for this. They've already indicated they're not interested in this minimum wage, and that would be Senators Kristen Sinema of Arizona and also Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia. Now, do they play the strategy of putting it in so that they can compromise later and then be like, okay, well, you kind of owe us, that type of a thing? It could possibly be. It's really down to strategy right now, but it's not looking like they've got the votes to get that through this time.
I know most people, or a lot of people, come to our website looking for information about this relief bill. I think many people just want to see something get passed as quickly as possible so they can get, those checks in their accounts. Debra, thank you so much.